this because you can hear its voice. Oh no, that's the groom.
It was a nice place to find a horse instead of having to go away for a change. And he belonged to a girl that I taught, I do teach, and so she brought him to me as a 5-year-old. Now, this is, I have to say, if you look at him with his tack on and his bridle on, he's quite a glamorous looking horse now, and very uphill, but it was one of the ugliest things I've ever seen. And when Melanie brought him into school, she said, I want to sell him, he's too big for me. And I looked at him and I thought, I could never ride anything that ugly. But no, I don't know anyone, Melanie, really. So she went away for a couple of weeks, and then she brought him back again and said, well, will you sit on him because he's quite big for me to ride? So I got on him, and I just suddenly was aware of just how stupid my judgment had been, because I got on him and I just felt this, what was going to be an amazing horse. So I quietly just said, I've changed my mind. So anyway, we call him Neville, so I got Neville, and I had no idea, apart from the fact that he feels amazing when I work him, and he is a proper worker. I had no idea what he was going to turn into, and so the first year was spent trying to just get him to be at least a little bit cooperative, because he is actually quite opinionated. And so the first year he had a few taps on the backside, shall we say, make sure he went where he was told. And then this year, at the beginning of the year, I said to Charlotte, look, we were going to Spain on the Sunshine Tour, and he's also a real toad on the lorry as well, and he did one show this year, and we get to the show and he's standing very quietly in the lorry with both of his front shoes quietly placed beside him. It was like, I won't be doing the test. We tricked him because he was actually staying overnight and doing the test the next day. So bad luck for Neville, he got his shoes put on and did the test. And when we went to Spain, I said to Charlotte, let's take him to Spain. It's something really good for young horses, and I think he'll grow up quite a lot by doing that. And put him on the lorry at 6 o'clock at night, because the first day they drive when they go to Spain is a very long day, and they go on the lorry at 6 o'clock at night, and they don't arrive to their next stop till sort of 4 o'clock the following afternoon. And of course Neville was put on first. We had 4 going, and the first thing he did when he got on the lorry was try and lie down. And because I am very fond of him, I did say to Libby, who was driving, I think we'll take him off. I don't want him to do any damage to the other horses, really. But like every good HGV driver, she said to me, don't be so ridiculous, it's a horse and I'm going, don't look. She rang me 10 minutes later and said he's eating his hay in Gloucester and he's fine. So Neville did make it to Spain, and I have to say, it's really helped him grow up a lot. He'd never have come in here and just trotted around like this. So, what makes him very special is the fact that he has this amazing work ethic, and apart from the fact that he's obviously one of the most naturally looking uphill horses, if you watch his hind legs, which is the basis of every good dressage horse, he has incredible ability to bounce and bend on them. So he likes the sound of his feet thumping on the floor. He's so enormous, he is like 17'3", but he is so lovely and light to ride. So I own him with Rowley Luard, and we owned Escapado together. So it's actually fantastic that we've managed to find another horse to fill his shoes and be perhaps as fancy as he is one day, because again, this very elevated trot that you're looking at now, and this is what it is: piaffe, passage, or trot, or extended trot, is all the same rhythm. So if I do a little bit on the diagonal, and you'll see what I mean from having the high elevation the passage, and then I just let him forward, same rhythm, into the extension, and so, the moral of the story is, if somebody ugly invites you out to dinner, don't turn them down, because they might be as special as Neville one day.